Chapter title: The Queen's Conquest. The winds howled outside the Red Keep, sending the banners of the Lannisters and Baratheons flapping violently against the stone walls. Inside, the Queen Regent, Cersei Lannister, sat in her chambers, surrounded by her loyal guardsmen and advisors. She was no longer the powerful queen she once was, stripped of her power and imprisoned for her crimes. But Cersei had a plan. She knew that her enemies were plotting against her, and she had to strike first if she wanted to survive. She called for Qyburn, her trusted ally and hand of the queen, to discuss her strategy. "We must act quickly, Qyburn," she said, pacing back and forth in her chambers. "The Tyrells and the Sparrows are closing in on us. We need to strike first, before they can destroy us." Qyburn nodded. "I have been working on something, my queen," he said, pulling out a small vial of clear liquid from his robes. "This is a special poison that will kill instantly, without leaving a trace. We can use it to eliminate our enemies, one by one." Cersei's eyes widened in excitement. "Excellent work, Qyburn," she said, taking the vial from him. "Now, we just need to find the right targets." Qyburn handed her a list of names, and Cersei scanned it quickly. She recognized many of the names as her enemies, including Margaery Tyrell, the High Sparrow, and several members of the small council. "Very well," she said, tucking the list into her sleeve. "We strike tonight." The plan was simple. Cersei would send her guardsmen to eliminate each target, one by one, using the poison. They would move swiftly and silently, leaving no trace of their presence. And by morning, Cersei would be the only one left standing. As the night wore on, Cersei watched from her window as her guardsmen slipped out of the Red Keep and disappeared into the darkness. She felt a surge of excitement and fear, wondering if her plan would succeed. But as the hours ticked by, Cersei began to grow anxious. She had no way of knowing if her guardsmen were successful, or if they had been caught. And with each passing moment, she felt the weight of her actions growing heavier on her conscience. Finally, as the sun began to rise over King's Landing, a knock came at her door. Cersei's heart pounded as she rose to answer it, wondering if it was her doom at last. But to her surprise, it was Qyburn, looking pale and shaken. "My queen," he said, his voice trembling. "The guardsmen, they were caught. They are all dead." Cersei's heart sank. She knew that she had lost everything in that moment. Her power, her allies, her chance for survival. And as she sank to her knees, surrounded by the ruins of her dreams, Cersei Lannister wept.